We're gonna work with this beautiful progression of 4 chords. A B minor chord and a G chord and a D chord, which is like your 1 when your A is your 5 and your B minor is your relative minor and your G is your 4 if your D is your 1 and your A is your 5. And you can do lots with those 4 chords. You can play them broken up. And you can play them with less in there. Really nice way to play, especially that left hand. It's called open chords, where you just play your outer notes. You can also go down. So you go from B to G to D to A. And the note that's missing in the middle sounds really nice. Up in the 10th position. See that? So instead of the 3rd, you go up another 7, and you end up here. Instead of the 3rd. What's also really nice is if you play the 3rd note of the B minor chord, the 5th note of the G chord, the 1st note of the D chord, and the sus note of the A chord. See that? That 4th note, the sus4. For that matter, you can even play your A underneath all of them. Then here you've got a B minor, 7th. Here we've got our G chord with our add 9 is the A. This is just your D chord, and there is that A sus chord. And if you play the chords in the left hand, you can also just choose any note in the right hand. As long as you work with that landscape with 2 sharps. Which 2 sharps are they? Frog, chocolate, F sharp and C sharp. Bottom of the 3 blacks, bottom of the 2 blacks. So no F's and C's. And if you come across a note you like, you do it and you keep it in there. If you come across a note you don't like, then you just walk to the next note down or up. We also worked on a new version of Claude's Moon called Clair de Lune. It's not the original version, but it is much more close to the original version. Which you might remember was that top of the C chord, top of the C chord, bottom of the C chord, hands come together, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, 1 and 3, and then you just came down. Until you got to this beautiful chord where you played your fingers 2 and played your D and E with fingers 1 and 2, and in the left hand you still went down, but you played the G sharp and the B. G sharp, B, D and E. This was actually a voicing of an E7th chord. We're gonna add some stuff to Claude's Moon. I'm gonna call it Clair de Lune. 3 changes. Change 1 is when you go to your next chord, you play instead of F and A, the bottom of an F chord, you play F and A flat, bottom of an F minor chord. That's the first change. F and A flat. Next change is we're gonna add some more bottom tops in there, and we're gonna do that every second chord. So not this one, but this one. Not this one, but this one. That's the second change. The third change is the middle of those bottom tops is going to be the big bottom top. It's going to be A and D and F, and I'm going to show you where it comes in right now. Remember to use this beautiful technique. You can be a bit rubato, meaning stealing time, adding some in or changing some here and there. And F and A becomes F and A flat. Then every second one is having a bottom top on there. But when you get to C, it's going to be a big top. See that? Fourth. And we're going straight to the last part of Clair de Lune as well. And that's going to start off with a whole lot of broken chords. It's going to be a C chord and an E minor, and a C and an E minor. From here, we're going to jump to an E flat chord. Left hand is ready to play our smiley rainbow, E flat, G and B flat. The right hand at the same time plays the top of the E flat chord, your G and B flat. Then there's just two more notes and it is C, G. And then you do the whole lot again. When you get to the E flat chord, it goes at half the speed. You can see that in the music because it has only one beam instead of two beams underneath the note. And that is it for today.